fought, wept, and bled for God and the Order. I would have died for my Templar brothers, every single one. And how do they reward my piety, my devotion? They exile me to the land of the damned, to Rayclast. I know now that my brethren are merely God's tools. He has given me this path to walk, so I shall muster my strength and my power, and my faith. It is my shield against the darkness to come.
A simple job, I was told. Silence a big mouth, get a big payout, and no one was going to be the wiser. Tidy, except for one loose end. Me. I would have kept my mouth shut. Professional integrity, it's called. Unfortunately, not something my employers believed in. They raised a toast to a job well done. I drank, and the next thing I know, I'm on this stinking crate bound for exile. It's not a complete loss, I suppose. The way I hear it, there'll be plenty of work for a man of my talents in Rayclast.
I am a warrior. I was born to fight, raised to defend my tribe. Now, I have been taken from my people, chained and exiled by cowards who fear death. Death is my brother. I do not fear him. I see him in the eyes of the men and beasts that I kill. I feel him traveling beside me to this new land, this Rayclast. He will take me to meet the ancestors when I am ready, and I am not ready.
He had it coming. Was I supposed to bear such insults with an action simply because of his high birth? That lord sang a different tune with 6 inches of steel in his guts. Now they call me a criminal for defending my honor. I'd do the same again to anyone who crossed me. I care naught for riches, little for friendship. The duel is all I need. I may be in exile, but I will carve a road back to Oriath, one foe, one victory at a time. Ill fortune may have banished me to Rayclast, but I will live to hear them scream my name in the great arenas again.
They were right to fear me. If only they had listened to their cowardice. Had they not taken my home with fire, I would not have taken their children. Now I'm banished to Rayclast. I've heard the dark rumors, seen the terror in the other exiles' eyes. But to me, one land is like any other. The elements are my allies, the dead are my servants, and fear will be my closest friend.
You can't own a life. Not a deer's, not a rabbit's, and not mine. Every soul has a birth-given right to live however they will, however they can. I take from the wilderness, and one day it'll take me in return. Not that the fat lords of Oriath believe in such things. They call me poacher and thief, clap me in irons and haul me like cargo into exile. No matter. I'll make the forests and mountains of Rayclast my new home. My freedom and my bow, that's all I need.
We're all that made it. They dumped 24 of us exiles off that ship. Guess that makes us the lucky ones. Luckier than this poor bastard beside me, at any rate. Splinter sticking out of me? Missed all the important bits. I saw smoke at those ruins up the beach. Go get some help. And on my chest...
My mana is gone. I'm still breathing. That's a good sign. My mana is gone.
I've seen you before, back in Aurea, running like a frightened rabbit from my father and his gamekeepers. Fleet as a fox you were, even with that leg of prized venison over your shoulder. And from what I saw you do to Hillock, you've grown even faster since then. I'm Nessa, and I suppose I should thank you for ridding us of that putrid giant. I hope your speed never fails you, Ranger. It's all that stands between you and death here in Raycast. Lionye's Watch isn't much, but it's ours. We could use you here, while you live. But should you wish to venture out, do just one thing for me. Out on the coast, amongst the wrecks, there must be a ship's medicine chest. I have many to care for, and there's only so much I can do with herbs and seawater.
A ravishing ranger, relegated to rot in Rayclast. That's the first line of the poem I'm writing about you, Exile. Easy go. You could skew it along with a look like that. The name's Beston, captain of the good ship Merry Gold. Unless my Merry Gold is gone, my crew is gone, but my wits remain, after a fashion. There's an island, a hop, skip and a wade offshore of the terraces. That's where my Merry Gold ran aground. Watched the locals spit and roast the ship's doctor, but his medicine chest might still be there, amongst the splinters and bones. It'd have everything Nessa might need. Dr. Shaky Hands Opton was lousy with a scalpel and even worse with a sword, but he knew his apothecary. Explains the shaky hands, if you ask me. Poor Nessa. Not even a mother herself, and yet she cares for us all. And what a sickly, pathetic brood we are. May she live to have her own family, a real family. If anyone deserves that, Nessa does. Harold, the Merry Gold's cook, washed up on the rocks over yonder. Dead as a doornail he was, buried him myself. Then, a few days later, I see him on the beach. A little worse for wear, but upright, shuffling about. A land full of disturbing surprises, this Rayclast.
Fine work with Hillock. Where'd you learn to fight like that? No, don't tell me. We exiles have no history. Dominus took it from us the moment his blackguards dumped us in the water out there. Just live or die now. Here, have one of these. And no need to thank me. I'm thinking of myself and the others here. The longer we fighters live, the longer everyone lives. The walls of this old ruin, Lioneye Watch. Defensible enough with a few stout, well-armed veterans. But what have I got? Starving exiles with driftwood clubs and rusted dirks. Still, there's the waypoint. A piece of locomancy. Couldn't use it till I found another one out in the mudflats under a rower's nest. Step on that one and you're back here in a flash. Though I spill my lunch every time I use the damn thing. The Eternal Empire has some right nasty leftovers. Whether it's something in the air or in the water, no one stays dead in Rayclast. Not the first time. It'll take a little while, but sooner or later corpses wake up and go looking for breakfast. Pistol's a strange fish. Best taken salted. That hat he wears? Plucked it right off the real captain's head. Captain didn't mind. Generous fellow. Had given the rest of himself to the scavengers already. Ness is the best of us. Not one of Dominus's exiles. A wreck survivor. She keeps us from losing what's left of our minds. Salem's sweet tongue sang it right. The fairest flowers bloom in the foulest places.